Alright, long night of Solace. I'm looking forward to having this one done. Not exactly looking forward to doing this one, because, oh baby, is this a long level. Oh, well, things are already off to a rough start. Did I get it? Nope. Alright, cool. Well, the plan there was to try to blow up a grunt, grab a plasma pistol, and keep running, but as you can see, that didn't really work out. Most of the enemies right at the start here you can just sort of run past. That will certainly be more difficult on LASO than it is on Legendary for the speedrun. Oh, yeah, you do not want to give me one, huh? That's all I wanted. Well. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know the best way around this. Truth be told, I might not need to stop and grab the plasma pistol, because if my strategy works as I'm hoping it will, I should be able to run up to the elite and backsmack him. The ultra that falls out of the drop pod right in front of the door. Chuck that nade. Chuck that nade. Almost get hit. Ooh. Well, you know, we're alive. That's a start, and there's some health packs. There's also a little, like, drop pod thing. Not drop pod, drop shield. That's what it's called, which regenerates your health. I'm really hoping that that turret don't start shooting at me. I'm also hoping I can, yeah. The amount of damage I took, I'm not too surprised. I'm trying to think what the way around this starter group would be then. Maybe I just have to kill these grunts. Get by him. It's possible. Alright, guys. Oh, hello, friend. Oh. Who stuck me? That is unfortunate. Man, I was so concerned with the rest of the level, I did not bother to put too much thought into the beach here. By all means, this is probably the easiest part, but... Wow, yeah, no, that's not gonna work, huh? Man. How am I gonna get around this big old fun bunch right here at the start? Maybe I wait for Noble Team to push up first. Wait for them to take some aggro. I don't know if that'll throw off the spawns later in the level. I think they spawn in reaction to you and where you are, not in reaction to anything else. Now, the part about this strategy that's slightly scary is that... Oh, I am taking some fire. Oh, hi, Mr. Elite. There goes my shields. The soft kill barrier, the thing that will count down if you're outside of it and count down slowly to your death, that doesn't pop up with the blind skull. So if I am a little off here, I won't note it until it is quite late. We'll see if this guy messes me up. Woo. Put down that drop shield. Cower. That should get me all my health and shit back though. Switch my pistol. There's DMR on the wall over there. Oh. Well, we're just gonna hope Noble Team comes and bails us out here. I do hear that elite. does not sound too happy. I can go ahead and take the health. It's a little hard to see what I'm doing. Whew. I know there were some grunts pushing much closer than I'd like them to. Well, aren't you a fun one? Oh, that takes care of him.
Everybody inside. More hostiles on the way.
Whew.
Flight control this way. They're expecting.
Still can't believe I said yes to this.
Excuse me, sir. Well.
Controls right through that door, Commander.
You know, in Silver's guide, you had to kill that guy to get the rockets off him. It was fortunate didn't have to do that. And that guy, he's pretty simple. You can just charge him, and he'll go down. You have to make sure you have sprint available, which is the only really tricky part. If you're at the end of your sprint cycle when he shows up, you're kind of screwed. Alright, well now that we're through that first opening combat section, time to die later in the level and lose a lot more progress. It is Saber time. Now the Saber, I have mixed feelings about how this will go. The good news is that the Saber isn't terribly affected by LASO. The Black Eye Skull doesn't do anything because you can't melee, so they thankfully just decided to let you regen your shields. Obviously the Iron Skull comes into play. But other than that, there's not a lot that really affects this part of the mission. I think Mythic does as well. I think enemies have a bit more health. You know, I guess we'll see. The first wave's just Banshees. I'm not worried about Banshees. The wave of Seraphs, I'm definitely a bit concerned about. That's another point to mention. Blind Skull does come into play. Don't have any sort of reticle here, and especially in space, they give you that nice little leading reticle to help you see how far ahead you need to aim your shots. And of course, none of that is here. So it is all just eyeballing this. And similarly, it is harder to know how your shields are doing. Again, it's first wave of Banshees, not worried. It appears the bullet magnetism is still pretty decent for you here on the Banshees, even though you don't have the reticle to sort of guide your actual vision. The shots guide themselves. Is it just that one? Oh, somebody's shooting at me. There you are. If I can line up a shot.
Great shooting in my sights.
So I think there's one left. Yeah, there he is. Alright, now we're gonna see if we can get Seraphs here.
Impulse drive signatures detected. Fighter class. Heads up, Sabers.
The Seraphs I'm much more worried about. They do heaps of damage.
Use your guns to take down their shields. Then they hit
They are very scary. Yeah, it looks like Mythic does come into play here, because normally the Seraphs just take one. That guy's shooting at me, that guy's shooting at me. Yikes. Well, I'm gonna run over and hide behind Anchor 9. Oh, please. Don't do me like that, buddy. Alright. Well, I'm chilling out here behind Anchor 9, waiting for my shields to come back. Shields will come back on their own, again. Not affected by Black Eye. Very happy that's the case. It's just 4 Seraphs in this wave, which isn't too bad. Yeah, man, they are tanky though. So this will take 2.
Nice hit. The Seraph is all over me. I'm hit.
Just whittle this guy down, and it should be just one more unless the AI actually managed to kill the other, which I kind of doubt, given how they're shooting.
Firing.
Yeah, there he is. And this next wave will be a bunch of Seraphs and Banshees. And I'm going to play it as safe as I really can here. Anchor 9 should get its defenses back online after this wave of Seraphs. And then you can hide behind them, and they will basically take it all out for you. He evaded on me. There he goes.
Anchor 9er to all craft in the vicinity. Be advised we show a large
So,
attack force inbound.
Anchor 9 defenses are online, as we can see, which means we can hide back here. Most of the ships will not go back here, thankfully.
Combine to all UNSC ships, station defense.
And Anchor 9 will eventually destroy them.
Light 'em up.
I'm just going to do a bit of spraying, and then I'm going to run back and hide behind Anchor 9 here. I don't want to risk this, you know, it's
My shields can't take much more.
a bit of a run back. And they actually glitched out the space part here with the MCC remaster because bullet magnetism for some reason is tied to frame rate. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. I would like to not be a part of that, thank you. As I was saying, bullet magnetism is actually tied to frame rate. Ooh, hello. And obviously on the Xbox 360, reach was limited to just 30 frames per second. And obviously they fixed the bullet magnetism for most of the arsenal in this game, which is why everything isn't super hard auto-aim. But it seems like they never fixed it for the space combat, probably because it was just this one little area. They didn't pay enough attention. But what that does mean, in effect, is that the Covenant will be a lot more accurate here with their ships. And as far as I can tell, Reach, sort of as a whole, got a little bit more aggressive AI. But definitely in the combat here. Back to what I was saying about bullet magnetism, the upped frame rate up to 60 FPS means that the bullet magnetism is essentially double what it was intended to be. So everything is a lot scarier. This, even just on Legendary, let alone LASO, is a lot scarier than it was in original Reach. And, well, again, this is pretty similar to Legendary. There's not a lot of changes with it being on LASO. The Iron Skull is the big one, and that is a quite scary one. But as long as we keep luring these ships over here, Anchor 9 will light them up pretty good for us. And we just need to pop them once their shields are down. Anchor 9 will eventually kill them on its own, to clarify. We don't have to take down their shields. Ooh, we killed enough, and now the Phantoms are here. The Phantoms are a bit unique in that they won't actually be killed by Anchor 9's guns. They have a forward-facing shield, which you can kind of see, and you need to actually kill them with missiles. So there, I believe, will be a wave of more Banshees and Seraphs that come in, which you can wait for Anchor 9 to take out here. But as far as the Seraphs go, that is entirely on you. They're not too dangerous, and apparently you can actually take them out from range here. You just need to aim them, which is a bit trickier than with the auto lock on like you're supposed to get when you're close. But again, I don't want to die, so I'm just going to wait here while Anchor 9 takes out any ships that get close, and then just sort of chip away at these phantoms here. Now determining where your... Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Determining where your rockets go is a little wonky, because obviously you don't have that reticle, and where they come out is very much not where they end up. My lock-on's trying to hit something here. Looks like we're hitting that phantom. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. And from behind Anchor 9 here, you're pretty darn safe. So that's 2. I believe there's 4 or 5 phantoms that will show up. If I can just snipe them from over here by Anchor 9 and not have to go close, hey man, I will take that. Back up, let my shields regen a little bit. Now you want to be careful with these maneuvers here. As you can see, it's pretty safe in this little slip by Anchor 9 to do backflips, but you do move forward considerably when you do that, so if you're right up on something, you can't just do a hairpin backflip and get out of it. So you want to be especially careful with that. I'm just gonna scoot on up over the top here. I'm also holding the S key here to keep myself from going too fast. I might have an actual lock on here. I got a lock on to something it sounded like, and my guess would be the Phantom, because that seemed to be where all my rockets were headed, and I was a good bit closer to that Phantom than I have been to any of the others. Again, lock on very much not required. So I think there should be one more Phantom somewhere. And again, every other ship, Anchor 9 will just pick off on its own. It's got a lot of guns that help out a ton. Yeah, there's the last Phantom. Just snipe this one out. And when you kill all the Phantoms, another thing very much worth noting, the other ships will bug out. They will not continue to pursue you once the Phantoms are dead. As soon as the Phantoms are dead, everything turns around and runs away. And it looks like that has happened. Yeah, you can see them all blinking away there. Alright, so that's the first space section. That went off quite well, I'd say. A bit faster than I expected. And then, of course, once this dialogue starts, we'll dock over here. Without the marker, it's a little bit weird, but there we are. So now, right at the start of this section, I'm going to switch over to missiles, start shooting them off at the engines here, try to take those out, and then I'm going to scoot underneath, go past, and just light up this little hangar bay of Banshees here. You don't really need to do that properly, but it will make things go faster here. And then I'm just going to focus on taking out the engines. Yeah, it seems like the engines are even affected by Mythic here. Now there are a couple little plasma cannons and things around here. And of course, there's our lovely friends, these Seraphs, that are not doing us any favors. But as long as you stick around this little underbelly part and essentially just do loops, you are quite safe. So I'm just focusing on taking out the engines right now. Well, that's a bit more damage than I wanted to take, but that is all the engines. So I'm just going to slowly rotate around here, get my shields back up, and then Anchor 9, not Anchor 9, I guess Frigate Savannah is what it is now, will help you out here. There is a strategy to Oh, hello.
Patrol I go to.
There is a strategy to rush at the frigate Savannah and hide behind it, and it works surprisingly well. The Seraphs really will just charge at the frigate and get lit up by its guns. But it is a little dangerous because the Seraphs can shoot you if you're not hidden perfectly, and in addition, if you're not hidden perfectly, good job, dude. They'll do that sometimes too. They'll literally run into it, as opposed to just run way too close and get lit up. The frigate, if it actually hits you the wrong way, it will insta-kill you, which, you know, on LASO is a little less than ideal, as you might guess on that. Throw out some fire there, maybe snag that Banshee. Catch a little fire from something. I can just whittle away your shields. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. This is bad. This is bad. 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 Oh God, that was scary. I don't even know if I got the Seraph out of it. Oh, hi Rockets. Y'all right there. So yeah, as you can see, this level's just a little bit scary. Now, I wonder if the tilt skull actually comes into play here. Because I did feel like I took a lot of shots there. I don't know if that was more than normal, but it felt like a little bit more than normal. And the tilt skull, of course, would keep the Seraph's energy-based weapons there from doing health damage as well. Alright. I don't know how many Seraphs are left. Far too many for my personal tastes. Again, you just keep this really tight circle under the ship here. None of the ship's guns can hit you very well. None of the Seraphs can hit you very well. Just gonna light you up a little bit. What on earth are you doing, buddy? Just flipping around like a maniac. This is definitely slow going. I don't really know where any of the Seraphs are right now. I'm very much hoping that Savannah decides to start lighting him up. If the Seraphs wander close enough on their own, Savannah will help out, but that's sort of waiting on the AI to help, which is, you know, not the most reliable thing. Baiting this guy out, and again, somebody behind me. Another Seraph. Another Seraph. I think it is just 3 left. So I'm feeling a little more confident. Trying to make these little voyages. Oh, is that all of them?
Scans indicate a structural weakness around
Ow.
the platform at the top of the vessel.
Alright. You know, went better than it could have. I didn't expect all of the Seraphs to go down right there at the end. Just gonna zoom past these deck guns, hop out. We have our energy sword ready. There will be an elite who will hop up here and say hello. Unless the Marine, of course, melee. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad, huh? Well, here we are. There's another elite that jumps up there. You can melee him. We're gonna hit this guy if we can. And what we ultimately want to do is abuse the fact that the elites can't shoot while they're jetpacking. But obviously, sliding off out of the gravity field there was definitely not the plan. Definitively not the plan. I have no idea how many elites are left. and I am quite scared of them. The good news is the energy shield, the energy sword, rather, will keep me getting my shields back. Hopefully this guy will jump up. I did see his buddy run around the left side. Yeah, that's a little scary. Oh, no! Well, that is certainly unfortunate. Excuse me, Carter. But a setback not entirely unexpected. The fact that the Marine punched that dude was definitely not a happy occurrence. Would have much preferred the Elite to not get bumped back into the gravity well, although in fairness, you know, somewhat on me for continuing to pursue with the energy sword. I probably should have left him be there. Oh, that gun decided to shoot at me this time. How nice of it. Well, I know I've taken a decent bit of shield damage already, so I am not going to try to push anything here. Just gonna run over, drop this down. Swap out for DMR here. Wow, my shields are way lower than I'd like them to be. Grab that health back. Swap back. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. There's another health back over there, so if we take more health damage, it's not the end of the world here. Anytime you want to push up Noble would be absolutely fantastic. I do not want to deal with this Elite. Particularly want to deal with that Grunt either. Pop him. And then Noble Team's ganging up on this dude. So if I can just sneak on by. Well, this isn't going ideally, but it worked. Nab this guy's rocket launcher again. There he is. Thank you, sir. Well, there's another health back there. See if this guy dies or what goes on there. Kind of want his rocket launcher ammo, but yeah, no, I'll just go. Sprint up here. Don't know why that backsmack didn't kill. It was a little bit too far to the left, it seems. Again, another bad part of the blind skull here. I don't know how much ammo I have in this rocket launcher. Could be one, could be two. Grab that energy sword. Get up in the Saber and do some waiting.
Noble Actual to Saber Bravo 029er, over. Copy Actual. Colonel Holland. Affirmative, Noble 5. Welcome to Operation Uppercut. I'll be your control from here on out. Understood, Colonel. Noble 6, these Sabers have been customized for orbital defense. You may need to get reacquainted. Rendezvous at Anchor 9 with Frigate Savannah and the other Sabers.
I will say this is another bad part about LNOS. Not only is it just long, there's long sections where it's like, oh, get to know the Saber controls. Alright, well I'm doing this on LASO. I'm pretty sure I know how to play the video game by now. You don't need to give me a solid 2-minute gap waiting for the Banshees to spawn. Thank you, video game. You can see I'm coming over down to this thing here and doing a double backflip. It's a way to line yourself up with where the Banshees spawn. I'm not fretting too much about it. Obviously by the fact that I'm doing it way early. That's a holdover from doing some speed running and just helps clear out this wave a little earlier. which, you know, Banshees, it's not too difficult to wave, but again, this is really just time filler at this point. Missed that Banshee on the low ground there. Clearing these ones pretty decent though. There should be one or two left. Looks like that was most of them. Now the actual scary ones, who are already just lighting me up. Oh, I'm gonna duck in over here until my shields come back. This part is considerably less scary than the big wave of both Banshees and Seraphs, but obviously considerably more scary than the Banshees. And the good news is if you can get out here while you still have some AI buddies left, hello, tuck out. A Seraph will get distracted shooting at your AI buddies, and it is considerably easier to take them down when they're not shooting at you. So that's why I'm being a little more aggressive in this part. Also just because I'm impatient. There's two Seraphs left. So the other one way down there in the distance. Light this guy up. Should do it, as long as he doesn't evade. This guy trying to get an angle on somebody. I guess he evaded. That's cool. You're fun at parties, huh? Is your shield even up right now, dude? Yeah, shield got back up. It's not doing the full light up on the shield like it normally does. I don't know why it does this on some of the Seraphs and not the others. But there we go. I don't know where this last Seraph is. There he is. Well, that's not quite what I meant to do. And normally they pop up that nice full shield for you to see and shoot at, but sometimes they just do this little on-hit effect. I don't really know what the difference is, but once you start seeing the shield effect not there anymore, thanks AI, lighting me up right now. Once you start seeing that effect of like dust, essentially, dust and sparks, that means if you're hitting the actual armor, their shield is down. So that's when you know you can switch over to missiles. I'll try to bully a Seraph here before I cower back behind Anchor 9 again. Oh wow, you are accurate, mister! Whew. I don't know what health I'm at, but it is not pretty. Oh man. Whenever I hear them complaining about the Banshees, I'm always just like, really, dude? That Seraph had its shields down. See if I can get some cheeky rockets in. Take advantage of that situation. Not get killed. Man. There is a place you can actually like wedge yourself in and basically avoid. You'll avoid dying on the on Anchor 9. So if you hit into Anchor 9, it's generally not good for you. But there's a place you can go to avoid contact damage. You have to sort of slowly nudge yourself into the corner. And then you can just walk away and go make a sandwich if you want to. I'm definitely not going to do that just because I don't want to be here for 3 hours, especially when I'm probably going to get on the ship in the second part and die. But you know, yeah, I don't have high hopes for this particular run, but you know, it's getting the reps in. understanding, and the good news is if I can get to the very end of the level, I can hop in the Pelican turret, and the Pelican turret is completely invincible. It might take me forever to kill all the elites, but hey, you know, I will take the very long, very secure slow strat when I'm right at the end of the level. Some Banshees lighting me up. The Banshees are pretty harmless in this. Let's see a couple of them in the back there. They go down in one shot to your cannon. They don't do a lot of damage to you. They're pretty harmless. So I don't worry too much about them. I'm gonna shoot a little bit back here, see if I can get any of the attention of the AI, get them to come over to Anchor 9 here. Because they will actually respond to that and sort of head over to you if you start shooting. It lures them over to your location. Which, you know, not always a good thing. But hopefully we can get her through. Yeah. Again, didn't see the shield light up and get bigger like it normally does, but could tell once I started seeing sparks there that the shield was down and I was good to go for the rockets. So I think all of my AI buddies at this point are dead. I think they do eventually respawn, although I'm not 100% certain on that, so don't quote me. Oh, yep, there goes that Seraph. I'm just going to shoot some more back here, lure him over. Anchor 9's guns will take care of enough of them. And now we're back to phantom sniping. We'll see how well this one goes. Looks like I'm hitting that guy. Need it a little lower. It's hard to tell. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, being able to snipe these out is very good. I saw this first in the comment left on one of Silver's videos as a suggestion, and I would highly recommend it because his method, while also quite safe, is quite slow. He recommends you go way down to the bottom of the level, which, you know, is a good suggestion because everything will only start incrementally aggroing back onto you as you get high up enough into the battle for them to sort of realize you exist. And, you know, it's decently fast. But this strategy, I feel like, is really safe and decently fast, too. The comment was suggesting that you just go to the bottom and sort of free aim the rockets, but as you can see here, I'm chilling out behind Anchor 9, which I personally prefer. And it's fairly easy to line up the rockets, and also you're helping lure ships over to Anchor 9 to be shot down, which again, they will all flee when you do take out the Phantoms. So it's not like a huge deal to take them all out, but it's just nice. It's helpful, and it makes this part, you know, even more low risk. Obviously, this is a very non-risky strat, but any risk you can mitigate in LASO is a good choice. So I think that's the last one. Yeah, and you can see there, immediately I take out the Phantom, even though that guy's got a beat on me, he's lighting me up, just turns right around. You can still blow up these guys if you want as they're trying to run away. Doesn't do anything, gets just some score if you're into that.
Anchor 9er to UNSC ships, all targets neutralized. Bravo 029er, you are clear to dock. Activating marker. Holland to Bravo 029er. Noble 5, you ready to go? Affirmative, Colonel.
And it says activating marker, like way early there, as you can see. Because you can't actually finish the mission until that guy is done talking. Light that up. Light up these Banshees. Again, Banshees are never a big threat, but, you know, save yourself some time later.
Saber teams, clear a path to that Corvette.
I don't know if hitting it that way actually does damage to the engines.
Might want to clip her engines, Colonel. See if we can slow her down. Good thinking, Savannah. That'll make boarding her a whole lot easier. Noble 6, I'm marking targets. Take out the Corvette's main engines.
And I'm just gonna play this real scaredy. See, there's a little plasma turret up there in the middle, taking shots at me. Those don't do a ton of damage. They definitely do noticeable damage, but you know, it's not too bad. As long as you're somewhat careful and not being lit up by a million other things, it shouldn't kill you. It does do a decent bit of damage, but as you can see, I'm moving really slow there, and it's missing most of its shots anyway. As I say, it lights me up. Alright, so that's all the engines down, which means we can start poking away at these Seraphs, or they can start poking away at me.
Heads up, Sabers. Multiple impulse drive signatures detected.
And so the Seraphs, there will be more of them that spawn in with that line of dialogue there.
Must be squadrons coming back from patrol, Echo 2.
But as you can see, Frigate Savannah doing a lot of work here for me.
Bug out and warn that supercarrier what we're up to. Weapons hot.
And so it might be preferable. I don't believe there's any actual time limit on the engines, even though they're like, ah, quickly, destroy the engines. There's no actual time limit there as far as I'm aware. So you can probably slow down before you take out all the engines, take out all the Seraphs, and then you don't have to deal with as many at once. Don't know where these Seraphs are right now. Oh, there's one of them. Light you up. There's a buddy of his. There's one Seraph down. Another flying low. They're to my right there.
Better shake that bogey, 6.
Putting rounds on target.
I think his shield popped. I'll be real, it was kind of hard to tell. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. Again, they don't really know how to target you very well here. So this is a very good place to hide out in. I don't know if they'll actually crash into the Corvette. That would be nice if they did. I don't know properly if they do or not. I haven't really monitored. Maybe it's something I'll see if I look at this in theater mode. I'll just see a bunch of them. But I am not entirely for sure on that. They will, as we saw earlier, crash into Frigate Savannah. Which, yeah, that's another thing, is the AI was made more aggressive in MCC, it feels like. But they definitely weren't made any smarter, because they're still smashing into things. If anything, they were made kind of dumber, because they will blow themselves up trying to be hyper-aggressive. That guy's ships are low. Shields. That is not a maneuver I meant to do, but, you know, it didn't kill me, so yay for that.
Firing.
I'm pretty sure I got that guy who dropped his shields, although I will be real, it is hard to tell. That guy's going down anyway. Did not need my rockets there. You can see Savannah just eating him up. It seems like some of my AI buddies survived when they didn't before. Which is interesting. I don't know what happened differently that they would. Looks like it might just be this poor bastard left. Just getting lit up by everyone. I think his shields are still up. Yeah. There we go. There's the sparks. As you can see, definitely wasn't all of them down. Okay. Yeah, evasive actions from you, dude. You're the one lighting me up right now. I think that should be all of them. Yeah. once you hear him say dot, you know you're good to head up
Scans
to
indicate
the
a structural
bridge.
weakness surrounding a platform.
I don't think it'll let you in immediately, but if you're here, you can just sort of rub your nose up against the ground. It doesn't really matter. All right, take 2. Hopefully, my Marine here won't kick this guy back. Well, or he will. There will be another one that hops up here. Hopefully, the same thing won't happen to him. We'll get that. And there should be 2 that are on comms. Well, it looks like they're no longer on comms. Because our good friend, the Marine, decided to hop down and spook him. Well, he came back up for us. A nice gesture. I don't know if they'll actually, any more of them will jump up, or if it's just the 2 that are already scripted to. And just in case you're wondering here, you cannot shoot through this. So don't try it, especially with a rocket. But you can also use that to your advantage. Hop back up, out. I don't think I killed any of them with the rocket there. Which is unfortunate. Ideally, you drop down and you can pop one with either, but there will be 2 on controls, I guess. It's not really explained. There will be 2 over there, and you can get them while they're holding still, and a direct hit with a rocket will kill them. Alright, we see one guy over there jumping up with his jetpack. Just sort of running around the edge here. Hi there, buddy boy. Yeah, I'm in a bad way right now. This is far less than ideal. Hopefully I can just run around fast enough that they decide that they're faster to jump down and come over. But not knowing where all these dudes are right now, come on, man. If that one Marine didn't get so kick happy, this could go a lot smoother. So if it's just 1 or 2 elites down there, and I've got some Marines in distracting them as well, that's not too terrible. But if it's just me, it's a bit of a yikes. Chuck and nade. Get those grunts to dive out of the way. I'm still eating a lot of fire here. Unfortunate. Well, the good news, getting this part down pretty good. Hopefully not getting killed by that turret. And we're getting the ship part down easily. Pop this over here. Hop behind it. Don't need this to be taking this much fire. That's not what I wanted. Man, it really wants to prioritize armor abilities, picking those up. Reloading. Oh! I don't even know what hit me. But something did. Well, you know, I gotta say, this is about how I expected it to go. Man, I don't know if I'm in a soft kill zone there, so I don't wanna push too hard. Just run ahead, wait for Noble Team to take some heat. Hopefully not get quite as lit up as I normally do. Just run along the side of the beach here. Avoid all those elites and drop pods. I don't want to deal with those. Noble Team can if they want to. slightly surprised. I actually, oh god. Kept that health. Yeah, please don't hit me there, bud. Man, Noble, if you want to push up at any point and start taking some aggro, I'd love you for it. I really would. Don't know where the needle rifle guys are. Oh, there they are. They seem to be the ones who come at you the most aggressively if you're up here. They don't get distracted by Noble Team as much as the Shield Jackals, Grunts, and Elite do. But as I say that guy didn't seem too distracted by Noble Team. Low profile here. Took a lot more damage from that grunt than I wanted to. But got the job done. Just gotta back smack the Elite here. Just throwing all of Noble Team around. Whew. That was a little scary.
Everybody inside. More hostiles on the way.
Get some health back. Doesn't really matter which weapon I switch out for the rocket launcher up here, because I want both swapped out. Hey, buddy, thank you. Oh, I feel bad. Now I don't have to. Was a little risky on the sprint cycle there. I might not have gotten to that Elite in time. Reloading the rocket launcher there, so it looks like I did have just one in it. Obviously, you can tell you're reloading. Probably tell by your shadow, but I was just telling by the noise. And back to space. Chilling with Anchor 9. Here's the method up I was talking about. You go over to this, for this thing here, and you do a double backflip. Since you obviously actually gain altitude when you do that backflip. And that puts you just about on an even height with where the Banshees spawn, which lets you, very easily just sort of flick up and down, since they sort of spawn at two slightly different elevations from this vantage point, and take them out as they're spawning, which, Banshees, not very threatening. Not a big deal to take them out quickly, but it just expedites things. We've been recording for going on an hour now, so as you can tell, might want to burn through these as quickly as I can. Especially when we have a lot of fighting left once we actually do get on the ship. And as you can see, the first room of it, not going real hot. Got almost all the Banshees. Looks like the Banshees actually do have their own little unique design for the Space Banshees. Look like they had a bit more of a fin to them. That's most of the Banshees. Don't know how many are left. I don't know how good the AI is at actually taking out the Banshees. They complain about them sometimes, which I'm just like, bruh, you good?
Nice shooting.
Yeah. Come the Seraphs. Light up this boy. Now, I'm boosting after him. That seems to keep them from flipping around and shooting at you if you're right on their ass the whole time. And though I'm taking a decent bit of damage, I'm gonna just boost, nestle myself in down here, and chill, or get distracted, start shooting at some of my buddies. I will be a heartless Spartan here. Benefit off that. Man, they are happy with me at the moment. This is a pretty decent hiding space. It's not as good as behind Anchor 9, but obviously, right now, Anchor 9 doesn't have its defenses up, so it's not going to be nearly as helpful regardless. The only other fire that will come in will come from our AI buddies here.
Weapons hot.
Great shooting.
Taking shots.
Yeah, Mythic Seraphs? You're not fun ones, huh?
In my sights.
Well, I can't say I'd really call any of the Seraphs fun.
That bogey's trying to get
Not with the remaster. They are very aggro. They'll light you up for being out of position for like a second. It's rough.
Anchor 9er to all craft in the vicinity. Be advised we show a large attack force inbound.
Not gonna crash into that
To engage and defend the
if I can avoid it.
Is there any place the Covenant isn't? Anchor 9,
I don't know,
all
George.
UNSC ships, station defenses are back online. Clear the lane, we'll light them up.
Yeah, charging this guy definitely seemed to, well, I charged it a little too hard. I was gonna say charging the guy definitely seemed to help, because he started to turn around and shoot at me, but then he sort of freaked out and ditched me. And I would say that very much seemed to be because of me being too close to him. Man, those Banshees really come at you there. Which, again, I'm fine with that. They don't do much damage. So, you know, if they just want to charge at me and take themselves out of the equation, is that extra little bit of damage that might push me over the edge that one time, you know, please, come join me. See if I can take out this Seraph. Again, we had no indication of the big sort of bubble forming around the ship that is the shield, and of that popping. I don't know why it works on some of the Seraphs, and on other Seraphs it just doesn't. We only get the on-hit effect of hitting a shield, and then of course the on-hit effect of hitting the actual armor of the Seraph. Yeah, looks like we're losing all of our AI buddies when we do this strat here, but you know, Anchor 9 is people too. Some people behind those guns, probably, unless they're automated. But, you know, I just don't want to die, man. Not here. I want to get on board the ship, have a Marine fuck me over, and then die horribly. Now, the problem, obviously, we're bringing the rocket launcher with us in an attempt to take out some of the elites right at the start, because a direct hit will kill them. Alright, there we go. Obviously, we're doing it for that reason, and with the tough luck skull, enemies basically always dodge. So, the part that makes that tricky. Sorry, trying to line up this shot here. My brain is going to mush. The elites are on those controls and they will hold nice and still for us, but they will hop off those controls once somebody hops down. I assume a Marine as well as a player, and the Marine sort of knocking the elite away from me so that I can't kill him is bad. B, he seems to fall down there himself, and then that trips the other elites. They hop off the controls. They're no longer easy shots with the rocket launcher, and then all of a sudden it goes from a fairly manageable situation to a very scary one that, as you can see, has gotten me killed twice. The scary part there is there's no real place to run. There's no friendly AI for them to aggro onto. It's just me and them. So I have to hope one of them screws up, and I can sneak in a kill on one of them. I think I got that Phantom. It seems to take about three full things of rockets, 3 or 4, which would make sense. Takes about it takes only 2 on regular legendary without the mythic skull. So yeah, looks to be 4. All right, guys. Most of the enemies that come back here behind Anchor 9 appear to be Banshees, who do a lot less damage. The Seraphs generally ignore this area. We still... yeah, okay. There was still one more Phantom. I couldn't tell if the enemies were bugging out or not. But, as I was saying, obviously the Banshees do a lot less damage than the Seraphs, so they're not anywhere near as concerning coming back here as it would be if the Seraphs were the ones who really wanted to come back here. There we go. Getting some shots on target there. We gotta say, there is a certain satisfaction to... oh, looks like there's one more Phantom in the bottom left there that I didn't finish off. I don't know if that's the one that I was shooting volleys at before or not. There's a certain satisfaction to free aiming these, because they go from much farther away. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm curious there, because I was getting lit up, I think, that was by Anchor 9, actually. The big blue pulses. So I wonder if it's hard-coded to the point where it's an on-hit effect of the actual gun, not the ship, to light up blue. 'Cause obviously UNSC should only be hitting UNSC. Should. And Covenant should only be hitting Covenant. Should. I think I got an engine there. A lot of the Banshees there. Good start, good start.
Saber teams, clear a path to that Corvette. Taking a shot. Might want to clip her engines, Colonel. See if we can slow her down.
Man, that really just blinds you there.
A whole lot easier. Noble 6, I'm marking targets. Take out the Corvette's main engines. The Seraph is chewing me up. I'm taking shots. The shields can't take much more of this. Can't shake them. Need help with this Banshee.
Alright, dude. Where are my rockets going? They were not locked on to the engines, apparently. That's another thing. You can't really tell what you're locked onto. You just kind of have to hope that it's picking wisely. And it apparently appears to be freaking out half this time, so... you know, probably not a bad thing. We're letting the Seraphs die a little bit before we trigger the reinforcements. Alright, guys. Seemed to get it that time. Yeah, there we go.
Warning. Energy fields detected in the Corvette.
Snipe that Banshee out.
Heads up, Sabers.
Not worth poking my head out any further.
More bogeys incoming.
Something just died there.
Actual, where are the reinforcements coming from? I thought the target was jammed. Must be squadrons coming back from patrol, Echo 2. Don't let any of them get away, Sabers. Kill them before they bug out and warn that supercarrier what we're up to.
Just taking pot shots at everybody I can.
Got a whole breach. Can't see them.
Obviously, any Seraphs I can take out are good to take out. That was way too close to the carrier. I thought I was further down than I was, but as you can see, what I was saying earlier with the movements on our ship here, you gotta be quite careful, because they take you a good distance, which is good for evading, but can also very easily get you killed. This Seraph, I feel so much more incentivized to go for the ones where the actual shield effects are working. It just feels much more satisfying. I feel like that's making me hard commit to trying to take down Seraphs I shouldn't be. Another not so bad idea. Hey guys. Going for the ones that Anchor 9's going for. Having a little help in the DPS is not bad at all. I don't know if I still have that friendly up. Well, looks like he's still alive. Kind of surprised, to be honest, but scratch one enemy fighter. All right, dude. Good job. You're doing more work than I am. I'm a coward. George is probably very ashamed of me. And you see, the problem with going after any of them here is whenever you shoot, you draw aggro, which means that as soon as you start trying to focus one down, all the other ships are like, hey, don't do that. Which obviously makes it much more dangerous to keep focusing in on that ship. Duck under this guy here. As we can see, though, the space parts here, pretty safe. Got some pretty safe strats for them. Feeling good about that. It's just, once we get in the actual ship, things have not been going well. And that doesn't seem to be the hardest part. The next couple of rooms are not easy pickings either. It's not safe until you come back from rerouting the ship and can just hop in the Pelican turret. Until then, it is quite dangerous. Where are our Seraph friends here? Or Savannah? Getting lit up by the Corvette. This might be our last guy. Nope. Why would it be? Hey, guys! Should be at least another one or two of them. Getting my shield back here. There goes one of them. I think I saw sparks coming off this guy. Yeah. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can, like, push this Marine or something, because I'm real not a fan of him screwing up everything. Nope, nope. Dude. Thank you, he missed. Flying over here, wait for this guy. Hop on down, pop you, pop. Whew. Alright, got him. Feeling better. See if we can get any of our elite friends to jump up here. Or just drop in behind him. Oh, he's got a beat on me somewhere. Hi! Fuck! Well, that went much better. but we got a little aggressive.
Devious than we
We
imagined.
shouldn't have.
That spire was indeed a teleporter linked to a cloaked
Whew.
cargo supercarrier. A grave threat. Thankfully, help.
Alright. We'll give it one more go. And I'm gonna call it and get some food. And come back at it. But you know, again, I didn't really expect... Actually, you know what? Let's be a coward. Let's get food now. Let's not try to do this on an empty stomach. Go give some grunts a hug. Give this elite a hug. Thanks, buddy. Whew. And we will be back to this. Definitely a good start. Very experienced with the first half of the mission, which feels nice. A little scared for the second half, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, and we're back. Gotten some food, ready to take another shot at this. I ran into a weird issue while I was trying to boot this back up, which is apparently not an entirely uncommon issue to run into. Other people have, which, you know, fortunately that other people have, so they can steer me in the right direction. But sometimes loading into the playlist bugs out, and you're just greeted with a white screen, and then it sends you back to the main menu. And it's mildly terrifying for the purposes of, oh god, where did all my progress go? But if you invite a buddy over, load it up in co-op, and... Oh, well. That was weird. If you invite a buddy into your lobby and load it up in co-op, and then promptly exit out the level, you don't actually have to do the level in co-op. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Take that. Grab the DMR. Oh, hello. Load it up in co-op. That will prompt the game to reload the whole level for you, and that will get you around the issue I was having. So that's all you need to do if that happens. A little terrifying. Looks like you might lose all your LASO progress. Thankfully, you don't. And you fucking go, cat. Ooh. No. Well, I got a little hasty. I could have let Cat beat on him, but I decided to get mixed up in it. Shouldn't have. So I think the biggest thing I need to change going into it is really just on the second part. Once I have the sword and I'm boarding the ship, I just need to chill. Like, ooh, that kind of sucks. Those grenades, and hopefully they'll disrupt enough that I don't get murked. Really just need to wait. The jetpacking elites are very vulnerable when they're jetpacking because they don't actually fire, and with the low gravity you can sort of knock them around and make it so that they don't actually hit the ground. And the sort of helplessness caused by the jetpack will actually persist until they hit the ground. So by flinging them into the air, you can quite uniquely disable them. Oh, hello, Mr. Elite. What if you stayed over there and I stayed over here? That does feel good. Man, he What happened to that jackal? This elite is not pleased with me. Oh, right, I forgot to pick up sprint. That's not good. Alright, buddy. And his shields are about to pop. Get some health back. Should be everybody.
Flight controls this way. They're expecting.
Grab rockets from this guy.
Said yes to this.
Yep, thank you.
Let's get that Saber airborne before he changes his mind.
Controls right through that door, Commander.
Oh. Hopefully it doesn't blow his rockets away from him. Sorry, buddy, I just need your rockets. You almost flipped around and hit me. There we go. Now we're back up, headed to space. And again, not too worried about the space sections. I do like that you can see the sword. It's like the one weapon you can actually see with blind on.
Noble Actual to Saber Bravo
I wonder why that is. Probably because you're
Actual.
just seeing like the glowing effects of it, I guess. You're not properly seeing the weapon.
You're on out. Understood, Colonel. Noble 6, these sabers have been customized for orbital defense. You may need to get reacquainted. Rendezvous at Anchor 9 with frigate Savannah and the other sabers as soon as you're ready. Holland out. Multiple unidentified contacts.
Savannah Actual to Saber teams, be advised, we have bogeys inbound.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are down. Requesting combat support until we can bring them back online. Here we go, 6. Show them what you can do.
Anytime you're ready, Banshees. I feel like I've gone way too far forward. That's because I have.
Defensive batteries are 56%. Hang in there, Saber teams.
That's alright. Banshees still are no real trouble.
Weapons hot.
I say as I struggle to hit that one for like
Anchor
10
9 on
minutes.
UNSC ships. Impulse drive signatures detected. Fighter
Serfs
class.
come in a lot faster, you have a lot less time to sort of get behind where they spawn.
Saber teams, use your guns to take down their shields, then hit them with your missiles.
Green hit.
Firing.
Take it that one went down. I didn't actually see.
79%.
You can use the scoring system to sort of keep an eye on that for you. Yeah. Just gonna break off, just play it safe. It's my first one back at it, so don't want to get overconfident here. There we go. So it should just be 2 left, I think. don't know who's actually hitting me there. I think that was friendlies. I lost my lock on.
Firing.
My god, he's dodging.
Fire on the Saber
Anchor
center.
9er to all craft in the vicinity. Be advised we show a large attack force inbound. Combat air patrol and Saber teams are directed to
And Anchor
engage
9's back
the
on,
station.
so time to cower.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the lane. We'll light them up. Making the shot.
Alright, alright. Too close, too close, too close, too close, too close. Get nice and snuggled in here behind Anchor 9. Didn't catch any of those banshees. So they seem to just rush back here.
Taking Banshee fire. Weapons hot.
Seraph on my tail.
Bogey has me locked. Bogey down and out.
There's one of them.
That's a hit. The Seraph is chewing me up. Hit.
Ooh, rip that guy. Oh god, look how much damage. Oh! Saw all 4 of those banshees just staring me down. Banshees, seraphs. If it was 4 banshees staring me down, I'd be fine. All 4 of those about said it again. All 4 of those seraphs were just giving me a hard look over. I got a lock on him. I think I got that seraph. Can definitely be hard to tell at times. That's another thing that can be hard to tell is the actual distance between you and the enemies, because sometimes if a seraph is far away enough, it'll just look like a more nearby banshee. I'm just gonna keep shooting and trying to get their aggro. I guess I've done that successfully. I just want them coming over here, getting shot up by Anchor 9,
9 to Saber teams.
and there we go.
Vector 7 Mark 49er.
Just flip around, get a little bit of distance, flip back around. I'm way higher than I meant to be.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC fighters. Multiple inbound phantoms. Headed straight for our defensive batteries.
Line this back up again.
Marking high-value gunboat targets.
Ah. That backflip gets you up in the air a decent bit.
Gunboats are in position. Damage control teams at the ready. Phantom torpedoes away. Bracing for impact. Collision alarm.
Just whittling away. I was a little low there. Doing that backflip. It's a little risky. Just a little. That's Sarah's looking at me, and I do not like it. Got 2 more. There goes one of them. Yeah, man, they are aggressive too. They will not just leave you alone. If they start to smell blood, they seem to just go after you that much harder. You can see once I got the lock on proper, how the rocket started to swerve around for basically no reason. I find that kind of funny.
Anchor Niner to UNSC ships. All targets neutralized. Bravo 02 Niner, you are clear to dock. Activating marker. Holland to Bravo 02 Niner. Noble 5, you ready to go? Affirmative, Colonel.
Again, he says activating marker, but
I'm out here,
need to
sis.
wait for that dialogue to actually finish.
Frigate Savannah in position. Saber team, sound off.
We are lighting up this engine again.
Echo 2, good to go. Echo 3, systems go. Echo 4, all systems online.
Solid copy. We are currently
Get
jamming the
those
Corvette's
Banshees.
comms. Hit it hard while it can't call for help.
Get shot by something.
Saber teams, clear a path to that Corvette.
Weapons high. I want to clip her engines, Colonel. See if we can slow her down.
Good thinking, Savannah. That'll make
Another part that sucks about the blind skull here, can't tell how close we are to getting our shields back and how much health we have underneath that.
Bogey's down and out. Firing.
I reckon I should be pretty close to full now, though. Let's not overplay our cards here. Hi, Mr. Seraph. You are all the way down there. Just got one more shield to take out. One more shield. One more engine to take out.
From the sub. Yeah, taking shots from that Banshee. Banshee has me in range.
And there we go. You can see my saber's actually pretty banged up, which I'm guessing means I've gotten way closer to dying than I should have let myself.
Heads up, Sabers. Multiple
Because I don't recall ever seeing it like that before. But, you know, I could just be unobservant.
Where are the reinforcements
That would
coming
not
from?
surprise me.
Must be
Hey,
squadrons
Seraph's
coming back from the
struggling to get shots on me.
Don't let any of them get away, Sabers. Kill them before they bug out.
Just taking pot shots if I can and letting Savannah do most of the rest.
Got one.
A couple Banshees still alive.
Taking the shot.
Yeah, that one's still pretty healthy. Savannah getting close to shooting me up here. The streaks of the little drop pods they send out always confuse me too, because I think it's a streak from one of their ships.
Nice shot.
There's one of the Banshees gone. Probably the last Banshee. They go down. Oh, there's another one. They go down so easily. It's weird to me that there are any surviving at this point.
Firing.
I actually took that one out just with guns. Obviously, Savannah was softening up the target for me, but you can't actually take him out without using the missiles. The missiles are just more useful on Unshielded, because if the shields are up, the missiles just sort of bounce off, which is a little weird, but
Nice shot, 6.
I guess the shields work as some sort of chaff alien chaff. A little close to the top there. I don't want to accidentally bump myself to death. As soon as I get a beat on one of them, the other one starts going for me. Man. Oh, wow. Yeah, there were 3 of them behind me. So I wonder if they're just essentially in hot pursuit this whole time. And it's just like I just show my face. There. All ready to go. Broke. Oh, ate one of the shots from the Corvette. The Corvette won't shoot at you for the most part when you're chilling down here. It doesn't really have angle to, or else the pilots just aren't smart enough. I couldn't tell you which. So it's not too much of an issue, and it's rare that it will hit you, but if it does hit you, they do some damage. Should be a dead Seraph. Yeah, there we go. Ow. That's most of the Seraphs. I think there might be 2 left.
Taking the shot.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Don't want to get too greedy. Want all the Seraphs taken care of as soon as possible, but want to be alive as well. And where are they right now? Are they below? No. Might be above, I guess. Well, one of them shot at me, so it's got an angle on me from somewhere. That's another hindrance of the blind skull here. Without it, there would be a little red marker over our final Seraph here, but no such luck. I'm just gonna fly towards the savannah and shoot a bit. And hopefully lure this guy closer. Yeah, there he is. There we go.
Find a way inside.
Scans indicate a structural weakness surrounding a platform on top of the vessel.
Noble 6, set down immediately on that Corvette's topside landing pad.
Alright. Big moment of truth here.
Noble 6, the Savannah's counter.
If I can body block this guy. Don't want him kicking the elite.
As soon as we're sure the Corvette can't squawk, we'll initiate uppercut phase 2.
Drop those guys. Get the rockets out. Oh, he lived. As you can see though, couldn't really do much. Don't know where these other elites are. Looks like one of them's back there. Again, I want them to jetpack up to me. So I want to get their attention. Alright, come on, buddy. He's coming up. There he goes. And you will two-shot him. Come on, bud. Fly up and say hello. There we go.
Hollinger Savannah. Enemy
Whew.
Relay is now offline.
Got that needle rifle.
Countermeasures diverting all power and personnel to weapons. All right, Noble. Let's get that slip space bomb on board. 6, head for the hangar.
Pop these grunts. And then just gonna want to push this crate here. The energy sword actually will help with it a little bit.
Noble 5, meet him there. Affirmative. On approach.
I don't know why exactly, but they push harder. Probably wouldn't hurt to push this up a little bit further. Make it a little bit easier to run back to. Alright, I've got the needle rifle out. Gonna step out, run over here. And we just want to find and pop the engineer twice. I'm gonna step back and run back up here and hide behind this thing. I don't know if the grunts will chase me just yet, or if I need to pop a few more of them first. Oh, there's one of them. The idea behind this is just, oh geez, the crate tipped from the charge burst. You just want to super combine as many of these grunts as possible. And they slowly should trickle up here. Our elite buddies should come too eventually. The elites, oh boy. Elites, you just want to pepper with the plasma pistol and then pop them in the head. I want to move this forward, but you don't want to flip it. Ow, apparently. You seem to just knock it on the side there, seems to work pretty well. The thing that sucks here is the zero gravity. It makes you more vulnerable, because their shots, as you can see, will actually push the cover back here. I can get this guy. Yeah, there's one more grunt who's hiding out back there. Here's another elite friend. I'm trying to get this grunt, but he keeps running before I can get 3 shots in him. I don't know how many elites are in this area. I know there will be 2 with focus rifles who will just chill back there. If this grunt wants to come and actually engage me, that'd be kind of nice. There we go. Alright, I'm going to... Aha. Here I was about to back up. And get more needle rifle. I got one more buddy. Anytime you want to come out, grunt. That's his little needler there. I think that's basically everybody but our focus rifle elite friends. So I'm gonna hop up here, get some more needle rifle ammo. I don't believe there's any health packs around here I can grab, which is unfortunate. I don't know what the state of my shields is right now, but I imagine it's less than ideal. I know I ate some shots, but we're just gonna push out carefully. Yeah, there's that focus rifle guy. That's about all I see. Yeah, and these two, yeah, there goes my shields. I want to wait for my health to regen.
Go for those shield controls. I need in.
Probably don't want to waste that much needle rifle. Well, there goes one of them. This guy playing it much more scaredy. Trying to see if he'll strafe into my shots. Oh, looks like I'm out of plasma pistol there. There's a rifle here I can pick up. Seems he's less scared of the plasma rifle. Which feels a little ironic to me. I don't know if I popped him. No, I didn't. There he goes, I think. Yeah, that's him dead down there. Whew. Alright. Well, that was scary. And now we get to move on to scary part 2. There it is. Get this cutscene of George coming in, and now what Silver recommends is immediately running to the right and trying to backsmack both the elites. And we should have full health and shield after this cutscene. But having never done that before, you know, that's a lot of trust.
Toward the super carrier. Head for the bridge. Find the nav controls.
Got plenty of arms and ammo if you need them, Spartan.
I've got the needle rifle, which they supposedly freak out about. There we go. Whew. That went well. Better than expected. I don't know what else is alive out here. Looks to just be some grunts.
Sustaining major structural damage. We need to break off, Colonel.
Copy, Savannah. Our team is in. Disengage.
Hold on, guys. Let's not be hasty. Come around the backside here.
Break off! Hull breach! Reactors flaring! Damn it, I'm losing her!
Oh boy. No!
Our foe is more devious.
That's rough, huh?
That spire was indeed a
That
target
is
linked to
rough,
a cloaked
buddy.
Covenant supercarrier. A grave threat.
Well, we'll keep at it a bit longer. Made some good progress. Got a bit farther than we had before. I think, you know, just gotta be a little bit faster there. Get the back smack before he gets off the controls. Which, you know, might be easier said than done. Man, I don't like that this elite is back here. Whew.
More hostiles in the roads to the south. Root them out. Enemy fire! Covering fire.
Get away!
Oh, jeez. Hey,
Plasma grenade! Get through!
I'll grab that. I don't think I should take any more health damage from anything here. That's basically all the jackals. I'll wait on Noble to push up a bit here. Hey there, Mr. Elite. You're angry, huh?
Stay tight. Taking rounds. Engaging.
Whew.
Everybody inside. More hostiles on the way. Line controls this way. They're expecting you.
Still can't believe Holland said yes to this.
Some plans are too good to say no.
Let's get that saber airborne before he changes his mind.
Got a raid on the lower platform. Controls right through that door, Commander. Taking fire, dog.
You want to finish him for me, Mr. Wraith? Yeah, a little bit. Whew. I don't know if I took any health damage there. Obviously got all my shields back. There should be health back around here somewhere, I'm pretty sure though. Either way, I'm not too fussed.
Saber is prepped and ready to launch.
Got my sword, got my rockets,
What about you and Kat?
and it's back to space.
Actual to Saber Bravo 029er. Over. Copy actual. Colonel Holland. Affirmative.
Whew.
5. Welcome to Operation Uppercut.
It's a rough one.
I'll be your control from here on.
I knew this would be a rough one,
Understood,
but
Colonel. Double 6. These sabers have been customized for orbital defense.
Jesus.
Get reacquainted. Rendezvous at Anchor 9 with frigate Savannah and the other sabers as soon as you're ready. Holland out.
I'm wondering if on that part there where there's two elites, if I might not even be better off just running in, backsmacking one, and trying to get out before the other one hits me. Or I feel like if I'm fast enough, I can get
Savannah
close
actual to
enough
Saber teams.
to the
Be
point where
advised, we
he
have bogeys in.
doesn't shoot me before he smacks me.
9 to all UNSC ships stationed
Which again is not scot-free,
requesting
but
combat support until we can bring them back online.
Here we go, 6. Show them what you can do.
assuming I only get smacked the once, definitely could be worse.
My sights. Defensive batteries are at 56%. Hang in there, Saber teams.
Take a shot.
banshees are left? I swear that one saber was just shooting at me.
Anchor 9 to UNSC ships. Impulse drive signatures detected. Fighter class. Heads up, sabers.
Yeah, pursuing this guy more aggressively at the start definitely dissuades him from turning around and shooting at me.
Defensive batteries at 79%.
Aye.
Buy us another minute, saber teams.
Alright, I should go hide. Don't want to get antsy and get myself killed.
Syrup is all over me. Someone get this syrup off of me. That bogey's trying to lock you. Rounds away.
I don't even know where you're aiming, dude.
Look out, Noble. We got fighters in attack.
Run away. Hide for a little bit. That camera angle terrified me. Pop your shields. Light you up.
Noble 6, keep it up.
That one. Yeah, just sort of playing chicken with them. Works surprisingly well. There's one. Last Seraph. Wow, you're running away. You are getting far out.
Anchor 9 to all craft in the vicinity. Be advised we show a large attack force inbound. Combat air patrol and saber teams are directed to engage and defend the station.
Is there any place the Covenant isn't?
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships. Station defenses are back online. Clear the lane. We'll light them up.
20 rounds on target. I can't shake this
I'm
damn
scared.
Tear me up.
I'm running.
Gotta fight on your
Alright,
This banshee is all over me.
let's vibe. Let's just vibe. That guy's not vibing. Somebody killed his vibe. And or him.
Syrup is chewing me up. Somebody get this banshee off of me. Kid, hold it together. That's a hit. We attract 6. Syrup's tagging. Banshee has me in range. It's tearing me apart. Taking the shot.
And they're so tanky. Ugh. Something flew on the backside here. Don't know what it was. But generally, whenever they get to the backside of this, they just lose all ability to be hostile. Except for the Banshees. Frickin' Banshees. Because I guess they know they're just not supposed to be back here, so they immediately are like, ah, shit, I gotta get out. And they 180 and let you chase them down. There's a lot of little Banshees out there. I should probably be shooting more, luring more guys over here, so that can happen. Got a couple of Banshees. Run away from the Seraphs. guy's already got his shields down. Ah, Anchor 9 stealing my kill. I mean, I guess that's not them stealing my kill. That's me not being able to steal their kill. It's all fair play.
Anchor 9 to Saber teams. Phantoms are
Alright, Phantom time.
Mark 49er.
The most exciting part of the space part. I don't know, I think it's fun. Let's see what we can do.
Anchor 9 to all UNSC fighters. Multiple inbound Phantoms. Headed straight for our
I
defensive.
don't know if the rockets have like an actual range limit, and they're blowing up there. So they don't all seem to be impacting. Oh, well, maybe they were, because that one went down. So yeah, if I just shoot them out this way. Yeah, they do have an eventual range limit where they will just blow up, or that's the end of the map, I don't really know.
Boats are in position. Damage control teams at the ready. Phantom torpedoes away. Bracing for impact. Collision alarm.
You out. Yeah, one or two more. That's a little high. Let's see it locked on. So they're all swerving. It might actually be all of them. I don't know. Oh, yep, there's one more down there. All the way at the bottom left. I'd say free aiming the rockets is fun. Now maybe I am just a sucker for reach. I definitely am that. But I did enjoy the space parts of Reach. I always have. They're obviously not the most polished, but for what they are, surprisingly fun.
Anchor 9er to UNSC ships. All targets neutralized. Bravo 029er, you are clear to dock. Activating marker. Holland to Bravo 029er. Noble 5, you ready to go? Affirmative, Cody.
Dock there.
I'm out here, 6.
Warning. M-Spec reentry pack disengaged.
I need your override.
Warning. M-Spec reentry. Cockpit depressurization complete. Canopy release lever armed.
Max Sabadov Siba.
Noble 5.
Took a moment to water up there.
Frigate Savannah in position. Saber team.
Always
sound
important to
off.
hydrate.
Echo 1, all systems nominal.
Echo 2, good to go. Echo 3, systems good. Echo 4, all systems online.
Solid copy.
A
We
lot
are
of the
currently
Banshees
jamming
there.
the Corvette's comms. Hit it hard while it can't call for help.
Feels good.
Teams, clear a path to that Corvette.
Handshake this
My shield can't take much more of this.
Might want to clip her engines, Colonel.
Think I got that engine?
Slow her down.
Good thinking, Savannah. That'll make boarding her a whole lot easier.
What is that staff
Mark your
doing?
targets. Take out the Corvette's main engines.
Oh, Jesus. Yep. 204.
Sheriff's tearing the hell out of me.
Jeez. Don't think I got that second one there. Man, I am just getting lit up right now. Well, hopefully AI buddies and Savannah will help alleviate some of that. Yeah, jeez. I think I've got one missile volley into either. So I think one more should do it, no matter which one I hit. Which means I could potentially get both in this run here. I find that very unlikely, though.
The shields can't take much more of this. Can't shake them.
We got one of them.
Bogey down.
No, if I had to guess, you probably could free aim those engines too. But you have to hit the actual inside of the engine. Oh, all right, Savannah. Scaring me a little. Yeah, so it has to go up into the engine, which makes it a bit trickier. Your shields are down. Really want to blow you up. Also don't want to die. That's so many Seraphs. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Don't let any of them get away, Sabers. Kill them before they bug out and warn that super carrier.
Saber over there doing some work.
Energy flares detected in the
Your AI Sabers never use missiles, which makes them considerably slower at taking out the big old Seraphs there.
One gun. In my sights.
And whenever I get to the end of the level and I can hop in the Pelican turret, oof, you better believe I am not getting out of there until the mission is over. I do not care how long it takes to kill all those elites. We are chilling until it happens. Another tip to help this move a little bit faster, look at where Savannah's aiming. Because, like, as you can see right there, knocked the shields off. A Seraph didn't actually finish it off, just did a bit of damage. But as you can see, I could get in 2 missile volleys, take down the Seraph for him. No, that's not what I thought I had out. Just helps this move along that little bit quicker. I feel like the auto aim also doesn't want to work when the on-hit effects aren't working. I could be entirely in my head, but the cannon bullets don't seem to home in on him quite as hard. I'm just trying to pepper whoever I can. Obviously they may get shields back, but it's seeming pretty safe. We'll zoom on over to Savannah. Give myself some room. Looks like there's at least 2 Seraphs left. Don't touch me. Looks to be just this one left. Ow. Yeah, there we are.
Scans indicate a structural weakness surrounding a platform on top of the vessel.
Well, blocking the Marine did seem to help last time, so I will go body block this guy from ruining everything. Yep, you stay over there. There you go. That elite, hop on over here. Take out that elite. Take you out. Oh, did I have to reload or something? That didn't go well. Well, that's one more elite I gotta worry about. I am, not particularly pleased. I don't know if he'll actually jump up here or not. He might. To be honest with you, he might. Well, I was hoping I could get a rocket on one of them. Don't know who he's shooting at. That does scare me. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. See what we can do with our cards here. right? There goes 2 of them. There's 1 more bouncing around. Hey there, buddy. Wanna come up here and play? Atta boy.
Holland to Savannah. Enemy comm relay is now offline.
Mighty nice of that boy.
Halting countermeasures, diverting all power and personnel to weapons.
All right, Noble. Let's get
See
this
what we can do with
bomb
this
on board.
crate here.
6, head for the hangar. Noble 5, meet him there. Affirmative. On approach.
And just gonna run back. Whew. Oh man. Alright, well this crate is further back than I'd like it to be, but you know, we'll make do. As you do. Alright, got the fuel rod guy. He's, you know, the biggest real concern here. Ow. Apparently. Alright. Somebody's hiding out. You can tell because the door ain't closing. Got a plasma pistol, got a needle rifle. In a pretty good position at the moment. Actually, see, we got that guy to dodge at us. Because of the needle rifle. Dodge himself out of cover. Got 1 grunt. Looking at their corpses go, it's always amusing. Reload. If this corpse wants to not be there. Get that grunt. Switch over to this elite. Pop him. Reload. More elites coming. Alright, I think that's all of our elite friends here. Except for the focus rifle ones, obviously. But, you know, I'll give it a second. I'm in no great rush. Also see if I can pick up another plasma pistol here somewhere. Although, the plasma rifle didn't seem to make him panic as much. Yeah, I'll swap it out. Go get some more needle rifle ammo here, if I need it. Apparently I'm decent on it at least. And let's shimmy forward here. Playing it as safe as we can. I imagine the elites are going to be pulled up in the top left there. Yeah, look at them. Sprint on over here. And just head glitch them. It's going to hide on me. You can see most of their shots are just hitting this thing in front of me here, not actually hitting me. There we go.
6.
That's what we want.
I need in.
Alright, now
Get that Corvette moving towards
Silver's strategy seemed to work decently well here.
Find them nav controls.
I should remember to use the needle rifle more, make him panic a bit more. If I get caught out like I did last time. There we go. Let's just edge our way on out of here. We don't need to be in here.
Savannah to Holland, sustaining major structural damage. We need to break off, Colonel.
Copy, Savannah. Our team is in. Disengage.
Hey, you know, maybe they'll provide some distraction.
Hull breach, reactors flaring. Damn it, I'm losing her.
Alright.
Savannah actual. Can you hear me? Frigate's gone, 6. Nothing we can do.
I don't know if I can kill enough of the Marines to actually trigger him to fight me.
Get the hell out of there.
But just in case, they do die to the needler explosion. The reason we do that is we don't want them to go in and trigger the elites in the next room until we're ready. Alright, we are going to try to get concussion rifle here. Not lose that plasma pistol. Yeah, we want it up on its side. And what we're actually doing here is we're blocking some enemies that will spawn when we come here on our way back. And just get it up. Yep. Nope. Dang it. It's close. Go up on its side, please. Yeah, just like that. I don't know if that's hurting me. Sure sounds like it is, but you know. I don't know why it is. What we're gonna do is very similar to when we took the entrance to the hangar. Ow! Alright, I'm gonna, just in case, I know I can run back here and I've got a med kit here. Just in case I can fully stock up. These crates seem to not like me very much. Okay, cool. Looks like I can't. That's less than ideal. Figured I'd be able to go back and restock up on health, but apparently not. Well, we'll do as much of this with the concussion rifle as we can then. This seems to be literally killing me, not too. Oh man. Cannot say I'm a fan of this. No, you know, I may even just stick to this, as bad as it is, because it's not killing me, and that's good. You can quote me on that one. There's gonna be a lot of smacking here. The reason we kill the Marines is we just don't want them going in and triggering the enemies before we're ready. We want to take this engagement as slowly as we need to. This is probably the biggest and scariest engagement. wait a second for my health to come back. Seems to be only this edge of the crates that's hurting me. Give it a second. Lots of crate punching. And hoping physics doesn't kill you. Don't like that. Well, we go in and see who we can backsmack. Elite's looking this way. Waiting for them to do their rounds. Backsmack him and get shields at least. I need to be ready to split at any moment here. Because I don't know how stealth works in this game. I'll be very real. I barely know if stealth works in this game. But the more we can sneak up and backsmack here, the better it'll be for us in the long run. I don't know where this general is going. But he worries me. There'll be some grunts on the other side. There's this patrolling elite here. There's one at the controls to his right. Again, I'm just gonna back out. Not knowing everything about this makes this very scary. Obviously, you want to take out as many elites without having to actually fight them as you can. Looks like we've got another grunt. One more grunt over there. Maybe two. See that field marshal? Oh, he might have been aggroed. Yep. Time to leave. It is time to leave, my friends. Don't let that sword fucker anywhere near you. be a couple more grunts. Try not to waste too much fire. I think we got all of the elites except the big bad boy. Now the big bad boy is big and bad and quite scary. And I don't know where he is. But I think that's everybody but him. There he is. Yeah. Should be everybody but him. Whew. All right.
Lieutenant, put that Corvette on a refueling track to the supercarrier.
Will do, sir. As soon as I am beyond ready. I'm gonna grab one of these swords. And we're gonna take our crate friend back with us. You know, the good part about the sword, especially, seems to be that I can push the crate without hurting myself. Which, you know, I will take the victory. I will absolutely take that as a victory. Hooray for increased melee ranges, saving me from physics bullshit. And we want to do this all before we hit the button. Because if we hit the button there, that will trigger enemies spawning here, and it'll also mean that when we run back this way next time, enemies will have already spawned over here. Just gonna push this. And just keep pushing it. And the end goal of this is we're gonna block off that door that we started to block off earlier. Best get this up. So we want it up vertically like that one. Might be good enough. I don't know, dude. We can just get it up on its side here. Maybe. I'm hesitant to use the concussion rifle because I don't want to knock this one out of place. Oh, there was something. Alright, now if I can just... gingerly knock this along. Yeah, there we go. was that sound? Not my shields. Ah, screw it. Well. Yeah, it seems we definitely want to be hitting those little edges there. And yeah, just seeing if we can... Yeah, it seems like hitting it with the regular melee here. Just got to give it time to right itself before it tips. Or just gently nudge it. That looks like a pretty good don't go in there. Pick back up the sword. And now we gotta push some other crates. These luckily don't have to be up on their side like that. A bit more. That needle rifle ammo. Another sword. Yeah, my other sword. So we just need this to be far enough back that all of the enemy reinforcements spawn ahead of it. And we're going to lock them into this hallway. This is going to be a group of enemies, mostly grunts and jackals, but with one elite. We're gonna push this back in here and block them off. Well, I'll push it a little bit deeper, just in case. Do this finesse work with the needle rifle. And let's grab another crate. Keep pushing it. Whew. Man, I'm glad the stealth went as well as it did. And it's good to know which elite actually has the sword back there, because I didn't know that before. I knew one of the invisible Spec Ops elites had the sword, but I never knew which one it was. So it looks like it's the one that's all the way in the back by the controls there. So if you get rid of him, you know you don't have to worry about a sword coming at you. Just some other invisible fucks with plasma rifles. Push this. Yeah, I don't want that flipping over. That's looking pretty good. Ideally, you want it so that the AI can't walk into this anywhere and get out. Now, another strategy that I heard is also worth checking out is knocking over crates to block the entrance here. So it'll open up, and then they'll just be stuck in between your two sets of crates. Man, my heart is beating. This level is a lot of work. Don't want to have to reset it, obviously. If I do, that's the nature of the game. That's the Iron Skull. And that's subjecting myself to this torture. But, you know, if it does happen, I am not particularly looking forward to it. Push it in a little bit more. Sure, it's right up against that edge. Alright, seems pretty stuck. Which means that'll be the only exit. So now I just gotta get one more, one more crate and plug that up. And then after this, we gotta get back the group of enemies that George is fighting. Should be mostly focused on him. Should be able to get away with just letting those focus on George, taking him out while they're all distracted. Shouldn't be too much of an issue there. And from there we can get in the Pelican turret, and then nothing else matters. We are safe, unless I heart-crushingly find out that they can somehow kill you in the Pelican turret. Which, to my knowledge, they can't. Oh, looks like the our crate got booped by the doors. Didn't know that could happen. But now we do. Yeah, looks like it got put in an even better place, to be honest. Step away. Alright, it closed A-OK. Walk back over here. Pick up our discarded plasma pistol. So I got needle rifle and plasma pistol. And we should have a bunch of enemies spawning over there when I hit this button. And we're just gonna play it as far back as we can.
Uppercut initiated. Corvette is underway. 6. I'm right out of here. It's taking heavy fire. Get back to the hangar.
No need to even get within spitting distance of these guys here. And it looks like the grunts were able to actually jump over my little barricade. But I don't know, maybe that's a nifty little grunt feature I never knew about. Grunt boys can jump. Alright, well, the elite is the big scary one, and he's down. Most of the grunts are down, I'm guessing, because I think they would have charged me by now. I don't know if I can see his foot from here. It seems to be just this one jackal. Let's chuck a nade. that appears to be all our boys. We're all contained up in there. No. We need the plasma. Plasma with the most ammo. I know one of these was a ammo crate, but we'll see. See if I actually got anything from it. So now, this area, they should all be locked off in there.
That unit is convenience. No 6.
Get away from them. And we'll play this one as far back as we can. Nope.
Live frag! Taking enemy fire! Watch out!
I do not need that elite mad at me. No. You stay right where you are, buddy. George will take care of you, don't you worry. Come on, George.
I'm going hot. Can't see him.
Alright, so that side doesn't open either. We're just gonna wait.
Here I come.
Yeah. There he goes.
Taking rounds. I live. Ah! Get yourself clear. Hit. Good of you to come. Hostiles are pounding the hell out of a pelican. That's better.
You're not gonna do me like this. Uh-oh. Looks like we accidentally triggered some enemies to spawn. That's alright. Just need to walk over here, crouch, and we are in the invincible pelican turret. And it will be ugly, but it should get our job done. It does not do much damage to these elites, huh? It's also pretty awful to use, I will say. And then what you saw me do right at the start was I aimed down and shot a bunch. So the Pelican turret is no longer physically on here. It's actually just completely broken off at this point, but we can still use it. And that's good to do because otherwise it will completely block your vision, which obviously is not easy to work around. So it looks like we got the next wave of spawns. Again, you know, we're safe here. No need to push out. Obviously, this is not the fastest way to do it. But George will take care of them, and if not, they'll eventually wander into our line of sight, and we can take care of them. This Falcon turret doesn't do spectacular damage, I'll be real. especially on these Ultra's shields. It seems they do still aggro onto me when I'm in here, which is good. Means this won't take quite as long as I might have thought. Alright, he's down. Looks like there's one more grunt back there or something. I can't tell. Stuff's blowing up. Yeah. There's the grunts that spawn over there. Good of you to push him, George. So good to know that just by stepping a bit further into this area, even though that elite wasn't dead, unless George killed him and I just didn't see or something, it will trigger these enemies to spawn in. It's very good to know. Don't want to be caught off guard by them. God, looking at this is not fantastic. You can see all the blood popping up off them. The Pelican turret does seem to push them back a decent ways as well. Yeah, get in there, George. You don't take shit from nobody. Now, the extra sort of scary part about this, why I really want to stay in this, is just because apparently there is a chance that the Pelican turret will, in fact, despawn if you step out of it and the front of it has been destroyed. So obviously we don't want that. That's also why I didn't use it earlier in the level, is simply I just want to not have it despawn and not have it for this part of the level. Yeah, these two elites, they're being not so great to us right now. Seems like the one on the left is... Come on, guys. George, you want to get up there, fish him out? Now, it's funny, if you're in the right position, you can clear out that area of grunts that spawns and just immediately backsmack those two elites that spawn up there. And they're really easy to take out, but as you can clearly see, when we're just stuck in our Pelican turret here, it's a lot harder to get them. Ooh, that one fell down. I'm going to do my best to not let him get back up, because I want to kill him before he does that. And I think I can more or less keep him pinned in the corner here with my knockback turret of doom. Yeah, there he goes. Sorry, George. It's like our other elite friend here. Just not shooting at him for a bit does seem to mix up their AI a little bit. It makes them become a little more aggressive. and lures them out into doing stupid things like jumping up there and falling off. We'll just chill. Let him come forward a little bit. Don't scare him off, George. He's our new friend. Can't seem to knock him in the air sometimes, which is very nice for stunning him. Get a decent bit of shots in. I don't know if this does splash damage. If so, then I probably want to keep peppering at him like this to keep his shields down. I don't actually know if it does splash damage proper. Once this guy's down, though, it's just one last wave of elites to spawn in, and then we're done with the mission. Get this guy to come out. And maybe what I should be doing here is letting him come forward a bit more. Obviously, I don't want to be here for ages if I can avoid it. If I can get him to go aggressive, I can get him out of this sort of stairwell that he likes to stay stuck in. He's got really good cover where he is right now. Yeah, if I'm just quiet, I don't do much. George, no. George. Can I push George? I can push George. Which means, if I can start to lure him down, I can keep George from pushing him away. Maybe I can push him up there. Get up there, George. Oh, he's low. He's gonna get most of his shields back, I imagine, though. Just unfortunate. Yeah, he's low. He rolled back into it. This might be good. Oh, come on. Those shields are so close to popping. They haven't already. Yeah, there they go. He dead? He's dead. Whew. Which just means 4 more elites. Hopefully they will be less timid and take nowhere near as long to kill. With a sticky launcher over there. One giving poor George a hard time over here. Oh, I will not lie. It is still a little scary seeing all these explosions around me, even if I know they can't hurt me. Shields are almost down. Alright, shields down on that guy. goes one of them. These explosions will help some. Looks like there's 2 down. These guys seem considerably more aggressive, which is very nice. There's one. So just this last guy left. They went into hiding. No, they didn't. George, are you high? There goes the shield. That should be all of them.
And stay down. Savannah did a number on the door. There's no way.
I'm just gonna stay in here as long as possible.
6, form up on me.
Yeah, I have to not be in here for the mission to end. Don't kill me somehow. Praise!
Distance is closing
Ugh.
on the refueling track with the Covenant super cab.
God.
76 seconds to endpoint.
So, it's gonna be like that.
It is gonna be like that.
Well. I've got
Oh
good news.
man, that one was rough.
This bird took some fire and our thruster gimbal is toast, which means the only way off this slag heap.
But we
is
did it. Solo,
That
LASO,
was the good news.
no blind skull workaround.
53
I
seconds
don't have
to
anything on my
endpoint.
screen. I mean, I don't have anything to record me playing this the entire time, but
Time is
you
fried.
can just take my word and
Fire it
also
manually.
trust my
It's a one-way
horribly
trip.
shoddy
We'll
accuracy.
make it sooner or later.
And no
But here
abuse
goes
of the
6
save and
for
quit
me.
glitch.
Listen,
Again, no shade to people who
Reach
do.
has been good to me. Time
You
is
know,
taking
if they didn't want people to do it, they could easily take the glitch out, but feels good to have done it without it. Huge shout outs to Halo Completionists. Silver's an absolute god. Whew. Bye-bye, bitch! Feels fucking good, man.